All you have to do is check out my channel page to see that I'm a Nick Kyrgios fan, which obviously means that I was really sad about the last night's result. But unlike many of tennis players' fans, I am not delusional, at least I try not to be, so I have to admit Karen Khachanov was the better tennis player on the court, and there is no doubt about it. So he deserves respect for the feat that he accomplished. But at the start I want to talk about the media a bit here. I get that Nick Kyrgios is their cash cow, and rightfully so he is, but you absolutely cannot so blatantly dismiss a quarterfinal opponent, no matter who it is. I get that Karen hasn't had the best results in the last few years, but he is still a very capable player, and I am 100% sure that Khachanov saw the treatment towards him from media, and he obviously had a chip on his shoulder for this match, and before the encounter he probably thought to himself, oh, you want to dismiss me? Dismiss these nuts. Karen was the better player tonight from the first point, and for that Kyrgios only has to blame himself. Starting by his negative attitude since the start of the match, he was never pumped up like he always is, and I don't want anyone to blame his injury for that, because as he himself said, and I will play the clip here, he felt fine for the majority of the match.
Nick, the injury, how much of a hardship was that at the start? What kind of happened there?
Yeah, just knees sore. Obviously I've been playing a lot of tennis the last couple months. Just came out, you know, the court was a little bit, I just split stepped and just tweaked it a little bit, and then ended up feeling fine. Got some deep heat on it. And everyone's probably carrying a bit of a niggle right now, so nothing major. Just, yeah, I mean, I didn't end up feeling it towards the third, fourth and fifth. Felt great physically.
Nick became himself too late into the match, and at that point there was no way to stop Khachanov from winning. I get that this video might sound too harsh on Kyrgios, even though I'm his fan, so I have to say this: I will support him even after this devastating loss, because I truly believe that he can come back even stronger. I definitely feel for him after this match, because he himself 100% knows that he just lost, at the time of this recording, his biggest chance at winning a major. But like him or hate him, this is not the end of Nick Kyrgios at the grandest stages of tennis. But now, Kyrgios haters can rejoice, their villain has finally lost, and I can't blame them. They had to cope with him winning for months. They will bring up things that didn't even happen this match. They will talk about him swearing during the match, which is something that almost every sport apart from tennis accepts. They will talk about him smashing rackets after the match, even though Karen Khachanov himself thought that it was understandable.
The frustration you saw on him, what's it like for you when you see your opponent sort of smashing rackets at the end and all of this? Do you try and block all that out, or do you kind of think, you know what, I've got him here?
I mean, it's painful. I mean, I think it hurts. I think for him, or it would be the same for me if I would lose that match. You know, it's never easy to lose 5 sets, because you give your best, you give yourself best throughout the whole match, and then it's never easy to accept that the defeat. You know, so I mean, to be honest, I didn't look at him after we shaken hands. So yeah, I saw after the rackets were flying, but you know, I feel the pain for him. Yeah.
They will talk about Nick Kyrgios being marketed a lot and how they think he doesn't deserve it, but the problem for them is that deep down in their hearts they know. They do not care about Karen Khachanov. They only care about Nick losing and their own agenda against him. And in this instance, Karen was just a guy who played the role of the supposed savior of tennis, and either way, Nick will be the most talked about player in the US Open even after he gets eliminated from it, and then again they will be surprised when he gets huge amounts of promotion next season. This showcases the two-faced bullshit that is so prominent in tennis world, and I hate it with all of my heart. So respect to Khachanov for overcoming the obvious crowd favorite as an underdog and going through to the semi-finals, but I would be the two-faced bitch if I said that I am planning on waking up at the night to watch Casper Ruud and Karen Khachanov play in the semi-final of a Grand Slam. What do you think? Is Nick Kyrgios' loss good or bad for tennis? Comment down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel for more tennis content, but remember to always take it easy, my friend.